All right, today we're going to talk about something you've definitely heard of, that huge promise the internet loves to make, passive income. But what if I told you that whole dream is, well, kind of a myth? Don't worry, we're going to replace it with something real, a concrete 12-month plan for a new kind of freedom. Let's get into it. You know the dream, right? That laptop lifestyle? Waking up, rolling over, checking your phone, and seeing that you made money while you were sleeping. It's this powerful image that has sold so many courses and fueled, I don't know, millions of daydreams. But how real is it? Okay, get ready for this, because it's a bit of a bombshell. The real secret to passive income is that you don't make it. It doesn't exist. And the crazy part? This isn't from some skeptic or a hater. This is coming from someone who actually runs the software companies and e-commerce brands that are supposed to be the perfect examples of passive income. So, if the dream is a lie, what's the truth? So, here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to blow up that myth. Then, we'll shift our goal from just earning money to actually buying our time back. After that, I'll introduce you to a really powerful new idea, leveraged income. And then, we'll wrap it all up with a two-phase, 12-month roadmap you can actually use. All right, Section 1, the passive income myth. Let's unpack this fairy tale, shall we? The whole set it and forget it idea sounds amazing, but it just doesn't hold up when you look closely. Even the most automated businesses need constant attention. The source for this whole explainer points out that his own software companies, which you'd think are the definition of passive, are anything but. I mean, just think about the classic example everyone throws around, real estate. It's supposed to be the gold standard, right? But come on, let's be real. There are always tenants to deal with, a mountain of paperwork, and you know there's going to be a leaky pipe at 2 a.m. No income stream is ever truly hands-off. Okay, so if the goal isn't to just magically stop working, then what is it? This is where Section 2 comes in. And honestly, this analogy is brilliant. The real goal isn't to make money, it's to buy time. So check this out. Imagine you decide you are done with buying toilet paper. You're over it. So you spend a whole Saturday driving to every single store, and you buy all of it. You've just put in a ridiculous amount of work, right? For the next year, maybe 2, you don't even have to think about it. But that supply isn't infinite. Eventually, you're going to run out. And that right there, that's the whole point. You didn't create some magic, never-ending toilet paper machine. Nope. You just used a massive burst of work up front to buy yourself a long, long break from that one specific task. That's the real game we're playing. And this idea, this concept of front-loading the hard work to buy back your time, that leads us to the absolute core idea of this whole explainer. It's called leveraged income. This is the term we're using to replace that old, broken passive income myth. So what is it? Leveraged income isn't about not working, it's about multiplying your work. Think about it like this. You're trying to build a machine where for every 1 hour of your effort you put in, you get 10, 100, maybe even 1,000 hours of output on the other side. And you do that with smart systems and a great team. You can see the difference, right? It's night and day. Passive income is this myth, this fantasy of getting something for nothing. Leveraged income, that's the reality. It's a strategy. It says, yeah, you got to work hard, but you're going to work smart up front to build something that scales your time way beyond what you could ever do on your own. So, okay, how do you actually build this leverage? For anyone starting out, it really boils down to 2 main things. Number 1, systems. We're talking about building processes, automations, things that can run pretty much without you. And number 2, team. This is exactly what it sounds like. Hiring people, VAs, contractors, you name it, to run those systems for you. Okay, so you get the idea. But how do you do it? What's the plan? Well, here it is, a 12-month roadmap. We're splitting it into 2 phases. The first 6 months, that's all about building your foundation. The next 6 months, that's when you start building your freedom. All right, let's get into phase 1. For your first 6 months, you have 1 job and 1 job only. Get good at 1 valuable skill. You have to be in the weeds, doing the work yourself. And there's a really good reason for that. You can't build a system or manage a team to do something you have no clue how to do yourself. And look, you don't have to become the world's #1 expert here. The goal is to just be pretty good, like a 6 out of 10. So if you're in e-commerce, that means you need to get really good at finding winning products. If you have a service business, you need to master sales. It's all about figuring out how to get customers in the door. So once you've got that skill down and you're starting to see some results, it's time to move to phase 2. This is months 7 to 12. And here, your entire focus shifts. You stop doing all the work yourself and you start building systems that do the work for you. And the process here is actually really straightforward. Step 1, look at what you're doing every day and find the repetitive stuff. Like researching products or finding sales leads. Step 2, write down exactly how you do it. Create a simple system. And step 3, hire someone, like a cheap virtual assistant, to follow that system. Boom, you just bought back your time. And that's the whole reason we're doing phase 2. Every single system you build, every person you hire, it's a trade. You're spending a little money to buy back a lot of your time. This is what lets you get out of the weeds and start working on your business instead of just in it. You get to focus on the big picture, on growth. But it's super important to be realistic here. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. The first year, maybe even 2, it's going to be a grind. It's you in the trenches earning your stripes. But once you've put in that work and built that leverage, believe me, the whole game changes. So when you boil it all down, here's the deal. Stop chasing the passive income ghost. The real way to get freedom is by building leverage piece by piece. Yeah, it takes work. Yeah, it takes time. But it's a real, tangible strategy, not some internet fairy tale. So the only question left is, are you ready to stop looking for a shortcut and start building?